Hello, everybody, and I am JID123, and welcome to another episode of Concept Corner, the series where I tell you about all the weird little ideas I have for fan fiction and whatnot, because that is what I like to do. And today is something I've actually talked about on the channel before, but I've actually decided to do it again, because I've actually thought of a better way of doing this, I think. I think I talked about it on the channel. Well, doesn't matter. And this is a fanfiction idea called Once Upon a Gravity Star, which is a Star versus the Force of Evil, Gravity Falls, and Once Upon a Time crossover. Yes, 3 crossovers in one, I know. Very exciting indeed. I'm a big Once Upon a Time fan, as you know. I have mentioned it many times. It is my favorite television show of all time. It drives me nuts, but it's my favorite TV show of all time. Wouldn't trade it for the world. And the idea for this one is... Okay, so there's a bunch of ideas going around, so I'll just try to get you the basic plot. So the plot's going to take place after the events of the episode, the Battle for Muni, the episode Toffee, where Toffee's dead. So Toffee's dead already in terms of Star timeline. Gravity Falls timeline, it's going to take place around after the series ended, so in that open area. And basically what happens is, back in Muni, before, in the terms of the Once Upon a Time timeline, this takes place before the curse, in flashbacks. Star's mom, Queen Moon, is, she's worried about Eclipse and what's going to happen. So she turns to the one and only Rumpelstiltskin to ask for help. And, Rumpelstiltskin, he's all about the deals and the magic and whatnot. So that happens, and, so I only have a few ideas, just a basic idea. The premise is sort of like, the idea is, Queen Moon goes to Rumpelstiltskin, that sets off a chain of events between the Star versus the Force of Evil people, and in the Gravity Falls universe, some stuff happens that sets off a chain of events, and the two meet. And basically what ends up happening, in terms of flashback, is Calypsa and a resurrected Bill Cipher are going to team up. And then by the end of the flashback, they're going to get cursed and sent to Storybrooke along with everybody else. So that's in the past. I know it's very vague. I'm still kind of have to wait around for what happened in Season 3 to get some better details on the Star stuff. And then in the future, which is present day, because, Once Upon a Time loves to do the flashback, flash forward stuff, you find out that Star is giving up the title of Queen of Muni. She's given up the magic. Something happened, and she's pretty much living a happy life, at least for her, with Margot in Los Angeles, California, of all places. Nah, that makes sense. So they're living a normal life. Pine Twins are living a pretty much normal life as well. I'm not sure who's in relationship with who just yet. I'm not sure what exactly they're doing. But the thing is, Star no longer has the wand, and the Dipper and Mabel no longer have the journals, because they're back in Storybrooke with Mr. Gold, aka Rumpelstiltskin. And this is after the curse is broken and a few things have been revealed. Probably after the Neverland stuff. I don't know how much of an AU I'm going to make of the Once Upon a Time stuff, because that whole convolution of continuity at this point. But basically, Rumple has the wand, Rumple has the journals, because that was part of the arrangement to get Bill Cipher and Eclipsa to Storybrooke, where they would hopefully be safe. But of course, things never go as planned in Storybrooke, so Eclipsa and a human Bill Cipher, because he was cursed, so that means his magical form has been turned into a human form, like Rumple did in some of the older creatures of the Enchanted Forest. So now, they're stuck in Storybrooke, because they have magic now, so they can start causing trouble. And pretty much what happens is Rumple needs to get the Gravity Falls gang and the Star vs. the Force of Evil gang to Storybrooke to defeat them. And probably Rumple has, an evil scheme up his own to, gain more power and do his Rumple thing, because that's what Rumple does. And then in the flashback, we'll have along the way, Star and Marco help Snow White against the evil queen. I want the Gravity Falls story to take place in Wonderland, because I'm a big fan of the Once Upon a Time in Wonderland show, and I kind of want that to cross over a bit, so they'll deal with Cora, they'll deal with Will, maybe they'll deal with Jafar a little bit, because he was part of that. They probably will meet Alice and, Cyrus at one point too. Um, I haven't really have all thought of all the history for all the characters just yet. Like I'm like Dipper and Wendy will probably be together. Um, Grunkle Stan, I think, and Ford could probably still be alive. Maybe he'll kill them off because they're old. Um, Marco Star, obviously, they're together. I might give him a kid. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking through that. Um, really just early phases right now. Kind of just have the basis. At least I finally found a way to turn those dang Bill Cipher humans pictures into something story worthy instead of just making it fan servicey. Because it makes sense if you're a Once Upon a Time fan for him to be like that. Uh. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to that. I don't know when I'm gonna post this or anything. I'm just still working on it. Still in the early phases. Still thinking it through. Um, I'm sure there'll be lots of stuff for Regina and Mary, Margaret, and David, and Emma and Henry to do as well within this story. You gotta have them do something. Although it'll be probably very Rumple centric because he's always better linchpin for everybody to know than some of the other characters. Coral will probably definitely get a big role. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Toffee because he's dead. I know I want him and Rumple to be old enemies and kind of have a bit of a history with that. But in terms of like him playing a major part, I'm not sure. Maybe he will. I'll have to see where season 3 of Star Wars: The Forces of Evil go before I'm going to make any decisions on that. I know I also have it that Rumple had a lot of history with the Muni royal family. Even Eclipsa herself just seems like something he would. He wants the wand too, because he's Rumple. He wants all the magical items for himself. But that's all really I have so far. I can't really think of anything else for the story at the present time. So yeah, if you watch this video, tell me what you think, and see you later. Bye.